日本時間3月6日に行われたチャイニーズ台北との侍ジャパン WBC 開幕戦。日本は2回に大谷翔平選手の満塁ホームランで4点を先制すると、この下位打線が爆発し WBC 新記録となる1イニング10得点をマーク。投手陣も先発の山本由伸投手を筆頭に一切の隙を見せず、許したヒットは6回のわずか1本のみ。横綱相撲で13対0と7回コールド勝ちを収めた。この完勝にはなぜか IOC 公式アカウントも反応するほど日本を熱狂の渦に巻き込んだが、大谷選手のグランドスラムにお手上げ状態となっていた実況席の様子とともに、優勝候補筆頭とされるアメリカの現地識者はこの試合をどう見たのか紹介しよう。
Ohtani with 3 Grand Slams in his MLB career. Looking for one in the WBC. The 2-1 now. Ohtani lights it up! It is gone! Ohtani, of course! And the Tokyo Dome is on fire!
Steven, why not? Why not Shohei? Why not those big moments that he pursues, but they seem to find him?
Our friend Steven Nelson on the call. I mean,
I do love how they brought some American swag to the Japanese game. You know, they're doing the mix thing. They're doing all the different stuff. He's totally changed the culture.
you're not wrong about that. And that inning would not end. 7 straight 2-out base runners, an RBI from Matasaka Yoshida and Munetaka Murakami. 9-0 Japan, and it's this is still the second inning. Ohtani has another at-bat with an RBI single. Japan scored 10 in the second, and they went on to a 13-0 mercy rule win. Mercy, mercy, mercy. If it wasn't over in the first when Ohtani led off the game, it was certainly over by the second. These are the details in this historic second inning for Team Japan. Wow. 15 batters, 10 runs on 7 knocks, 10 runs the most in a single inning in WBC history, and then Ohtani just keeps setting records in whatever event he participates.
Look, I mean, what this guy does, he rises to the occasion on every moment. I just want to take you back just a few, all right, of what Shohei does. Remember this, the World Baseball Classic 2023. We all talk about this in the Mike Trout. This was another big moment for Shohei. And then all of a sudden, okay, you signed a big contract. You hit in the All-Star game. You got a dinger in the All-Star game. He pitched in the same game, matter of fact. Then he goes to the playoffs with the Dodgers, a grand slam down the right field line. I mean, every big moment. Bobblehead night. Who else? What else is he going to do on his bobblehead? He's going to homer. He's done that 3 out of the 4 years they've had bobblehead night on this guy. I mean, it's crazy what he's able to do. And then how about this game? I'm going to hit and I'm going to pitch, and I'm not just going to hit and I'm going to pitch, but I'm going to strike out everybody and hit a ball out of the ballpark. I mean, it's incredible. And these are big moments. Every time he's had to rise to the occasion, he's done it. And then today, yeah, this is a grand slam. You go back home to Japan. I didn't throw in his first All-Star game, his first game with the Angels, his first game with the Dodgers, his first time he went back to Japan. I mean, every big moment, this guy rises to the occasion. He is a marketer's dream.
Yeah. I realize that for some people that might not get the magnitude of this player, there might be some burnout. Right, I get it. And the worry is that MVP voters will suffer from Ohtani burnout, and he might not get the 7 or 8 MVP awards that he's likely to get. But I will say this, just big picture here. We are blessed to be watching the greatest player to ever play the game. In our generation, we don't have to go back to the black and white microfiche at the library. We don't have to open up the big dusty books to read about some cat that we never watched play. He's playing right now. We get to watch this guy all the time.
The one and only Shohei Ohtani off to the start of what I would dream, a dream start. It's like he's never left. He just hits and absolutely hits. He lives for this stage. How do you see this playing out for Japan and Shohei Ohtani moving forward?
I expect it will play out well, Todd. Usually does, right? They've won the tournament 3 times, Japan has, and Shohei Ohtani might not pitch this time, but his sheer presence seems to have a galvanizing effect on that team, as you would expect it would. Samurai Japan, the last time they were in this situation, playing the U.S. in the final, Shohei Ohtani gave a speech to his teammates, and we don't necessarily hear from him very often, certainly not in English, and what he says is pretty sanitized usually. But what he told his teammates then was, hey, don't idolize them, meaning U.S. Don't look at them like, oh my gosh, we cannot beat them. No, we're going to go on the field to beat them, and sure enough, they did. So his sheer presence alone means an awful lot for that team. And of course, Yamamoto and Murakami and all the others that they have will help along the way as well.
Japan just crushed Taiwan in their first World Baseball Classic game. I'm representing Team Japan from John Boy Media here, and it's a fun time. It was pretty good. There were 14 hits in the game. Japan had 13 of them. There were 13 runs in the game. Japan had 13 of them. 10 runs, second inning. Shohei Ohtani, 5 RBIs, hit a grand slam as soon as the opportunity presented himself. I mean, first pitch of the game, he hits a double. His next at bat comes up with the bases juiced, hits a grand slam on a ball he kind of got beat by, but still muscled out. And then he has a single later. He was up for the triple. I mean, he's up for the cycle. But Taiwan, great team. A lot of respect for them. It was cool. I do wonder if it's going to be a more fun strategy to score 1 run in the first 4 innings and then 11 runs in the 5th and mercy a game that way. We just lost to Japan by a bunch. I mean, by a bunch. It wasn't pretty. And we lost to Australia in game 1, so we're 0-2 right now. That's not great. But it doesn't mean there's no hope. I'm going to walk you through it. You got to hang with me. 5 teams. We just need Japan to win out. They get the 1 spot. Czechia loses out. Sorry about it. They get down there. That leaves a 3-way tie available between Australia, Korea, and us. Okay? Now, Australia beat Taiwan. So we need Korea to beat Australia, and then we beat Korea. And that way, everyone's 2-2. And we got a 3-way tie for second place. Now, that's great. First tiebreaker, it's going to be a wash because the head-to-head is tied. Everyone's beaten and lost to everybody. And then it goes to runs allowed and outs recorded. But the good news is Australia and Korea are probably going to punt their games against Japan now because they need to save all their pitching for when they play each other. So Japan might just have the easiest cakewalk ever. They might not face any good pitches. So that leaves us alive because Japan's going to destroy them too. And then after that, it's going to go down to more tiebreakers and eventually would go to batting average in games against. And that's when Taiwan loses all hope of advancing.
当チャンネルが開幕直前に行ったアンケートでは、ドミニカ共和国を差し置き優勝予想2位に食い込んだ侍ジャパン。2大会連続4度目の栄冠に向けてのロードとしては、この上ないスタートを切ったと言えよう。